Hi everyone, I need some information regarding linking structures. Look at the footer of this site, contrans.co.nz. They have a link that says links to other businesses. When you click on the link, it showcases all the other businesses which are not related to the niche at all. Is this link farming? Is it good to do such type of link? Someone, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the site. Even though I've already looked at it. And let's get that over here so y'all can see it.
Yeah, cool thing is when y'all bring us examples like this, questions like this, we can actually look over the site, right? So we can do audits of sites that people just bring to us. Of course, if it's your own site, we're going to hide it. So sometimes when you're thinking about the question that you've got, it'd be nice if you can just bring an example that we can actually go through, with y'all.
Or maybe we should bring examples.
That's actually not a bad idea. It is AMA, but yeah, I guess we could also kind of start a segment like that. It could be pretty neat.
But yeah, it's nice to look at. It's nice to actually be able to look at stuff on stream and not have to hide it, right?
Sure.
But yeah, so he's saying, so here's the site, and then down here at the bottom, I have this link right here, links to other quality businesses. So what is the site? They do like conveyor products, transmission products, some kind of machinery. Yeah, conveyor and transmission. Yeah, and so then down here at the bottom, he's got this links to other businesses, which looks like it's just like a random URL on their site. You can see it just like I guess you can't see it, but it's just a
Just a footer
number
link.
up here, just like doesn't even have yeah. Anyway, and then they've got these links here. What happens when you click this?
So yeah, they're calling it like a directory, right? And it just exists in the footer, which then goes to this offshoot page, right? And
Interesting.
so
They
if you
have directions links that they have Google Maps embeds as well.
Yeah,
Not
it's
embeds, but.
basically, so they're calling it other credible businesses in the area, right?
Mhm.
And so if you click on all of them, they'll take you to other sites that are built similarly that also have a footer link to an exact same formatted page, right?
Mhm.
Which leads me to believe that no, this isn't any kind of link farm, right? A link farm is something more like what you'd find on Fiverr guest posts where they've got a long sheet of what have basically PBNs, right? But they're higher quality PBNs. They call them guest posts. Um, this is essentially either the same business owns all these businesses or an SEO agency who's doing SEO for all these small businesses is tying them together with a footer link, thinking that they're doing them justice by giving them all more backlinks.
That's
And
what
so
I
this is
think it is.
typically, I mean, I'd be really surprised to find that it's anything different.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know,
think they own it. Like I don't think
I don't think so either.
unless they're like an SEO as well. I
Hmm.
think it's their agency or whatever doing this because a normal person would not have these Google Map embeds like this.
Yeah.
So they're trying to really get this like location relevance from another New Zealand site. It actually kind of looks more like they kind of know what they're doing, right?
Mm.
Um,
Having said that, it's not something I
yeah,
would ever advise doing because you're connecting all your clients together, and especially if you're here with Sir Links a lot, learning, how we do things, you don't want to create footprints on your networks. You want to keep everything very separate, especially if you're manipulating backlink data, right? So,
mhm.
um, from the perspective of where we're at, this is not something we would advise you do. Can links like this help? Absolutely. If you could get a footer link that is tied to a directory on somebody else's site that is not tied to any of your other assets, then cool, go ahead and get that. I don't know that I would consider it a very powerful link, but if you can grab a link, then you grab a link.
And it's not really a
So yeah,
footer link either. The
no,
footer
yeah.
goes to this page, and then
Hmm.
this page links out. So it's mainly just like
The key to
one
that
page.
being that since it is in the footer, it is crawlable through every
Yeah,
page on that
so it
website,
can get
right? So
crawled to
this
this page.
always
Yeah,
comes back. Which, yeah, I mean, it can help rankings, but again, from the way we build things, this is tying the room together, which is something we don't want to do.
I feel like it's such like a low energy local tactic.
If I was paying somebody for SEO and I didn't know anything about it, but then I came to find that they had something like this going on, I would be unhappy about it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because chances are, if this is an SEO agency, they're not. I mean, maybe they are asking the business owner if they're allowed to do this, but
Maybe they give them a little
yeah, it's
discount or
just
something if they allow them to
yeah,
do it.
and it could be it could be some sort of agreement like that, but yeah, it just wouldn't be the preferred
Did
way
you look
for
and see
me
if
to.
these other sites have the same thing going on? Let's go look
Yeah,
at.
they do.
They have the
Hmm.
same footer.
Yeah, you check any of them. And it's the same anchor for all of
Now that
them.
I'm looking at,
They're built similarly.
yeah, so this actually makes me think that it's like an SEO that's done all of this. Like maybe these
Well,
are like
yeah, it's
lead gen
probably
sites or something.
small local agency, which, we say agency, it could be one person or, a couple of
Yeah,
people.
they're built
They've got
exactly
a
the
handful
same.
of clients. They've got a recipe for how they do things. Now, what I didn't do that I think would be kind of interesting to do on stream is throw one of them into Ahrefs and see how things are resonating.
We could do the first one, I guess.
Yeah.
Let me get Ahrefs signed in real quick.
And remember, just because we say we wouldn't take a certain or we wouldn't do a certain thing doesn't mean that it can't work for you in SEO. A lot of people have different recipes for, how they achieve rankings. How old is this site?
All right, so yeah, here we are in Ahrefs. We've got 48 traffic, down from all-time highs. Let's see what kind of keywords they're getting. See if they're ranked. Maybe they just have ultra low search volume, but I'm guessing they're just not really ranking well for anything. Position 1 for conveyor and transmission, but it's such like a I feel like it's really not ranking for anything.
No, it's not. Throw in, let's
We'll
see
do
if we
one
can't
more.
find an older one, like whichever. I'll look through who is real quick. No.
So this one, Alliance Repairs Auckland, it's an EMD. And the ranked position number 6 for Appliance Repairs Auckland. It's a decent
It's
little
not bad.
keyword.
Yeah.
I mean, they've definitely got some page 1 rankings. They're not in like top positions for anything, but
How long have they been resonating in the SERPs coordinator rows?
DR of 1. That's the power of EMDs, boys.
Mm-hmm.
29
Yeah,
referring domains. What is
I'm
this?
guessing it's just a directory
Well,
blast
they
or
used to
something
have a
like
bunch
that.
of stuff way back in the day. I don't really know what happened here in the middle, but
Interesting.
yeah, I mean, they really don't have much of anything going on.
Maybe a repurposed domain or something. Or
But
they just crashed it. Maybe they added that footer link and boom.
yeah, so I mean, this one's doing a little bit better, but historically, I mean, it's definitely down from highs as well. Definitely
And
trending
so
down.
we're not going to do it, but other things that you would like explore if you're going down this path of auditing this network of sites, because I mean they're all tied together, right? So you can look through each and every one of them and kind of gauge what's going on. Places we would look would be the exact same places we always do. What kind of anchors are they using? What kind of backlinks are they using? Because if they've gone through all of these sites, done the exact same recipe on all of them, and then tied them together via these footer
Mega
directories, my
footprint.
guess is very bad. What could you imagine a bot crawling that and saying, "Oh yeah, that looks natural"? How many people out there do you think are doing this just as a natural concept? It's not.
Hey,
It's
look,
purely gaming the
these 10
system.
businesses all link
Yeah,
to each other.
and have the same link profiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, and same WordPress themes, same plugins most likely. But anyhow, you're getting the picture now. You would just keep exploring and seeing how many things are basically duplicates of each other. It's not a good look.
Yeah. So that was the long answer. Short answer is, it's we're going to be completely honest with you. You can't just say this stuff doesn't work.
Right.
You can't really say that with anything, right? Pretty much anything can work. It's just you just never really know, right? But something we would ever do? No, we wouldn't do it just because it's not natural at all. And you're creating this huge footprint, and you put that in conjunction with the fact that we like to actually build backlinks and not just wait for them to come. You're just kind of setting yourself up for a problem that doesn't need to exist. You don't need to give them more reasons to be skeptical of your website, right?
No.
It's such a low energy thing. Just instead of the time it took you to do all that stuff, just spend that extra time in earning some extra backlinks.
Yeah. And, I'm guessing that this agency or whatever we want to call it is considering themselves white hat, right? And, oh, no, there's no way your site can get penalized doing these things. Even, quote, white hat techniques, getting natural directories, not auto-generating anything. When you're doing something like this, is not technically white hat.
When white hat is more
You're
black
sending
hat
crappy
than a
signals.
gray hat.
Yeah, and that's why, honestly, the whole concept of white hat, gray hat, black hat, just toss it out the window and diversify how you do things, and you're going to be a lot more successful in this business, in my opinion.
For sure. I made a post about it the other week. We'd given someone some advice and they followed it, and they got like 50 page one rankings in a month. It was basically their on page was really holding them back. We had been building links to them for a couple months at that point. As soon as they made the changes, they just went bloop. And the moral of the story is, don't do weird shit. Do normal shit. Follow the basics. You're gonna rank. You don't have to do any like weird magic, outside the box crap. Do the normal shit.
No.
Write good content. Do your keyword research. Build quality links. You're gonna do just fine.
If you're newer to SEO, especially listen to what Chris just said. Like, it will save you so much headache to just do things the proper way versus looking for the quote hacks.
Yeah.
And this is coming from somebody that I tried every bullshit way to rank sites early on, and 90% of it ended up being, money thrown purely away, trying to be lazy in something that's a lot easier if you just start small, build it the right way, and then improve on that.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the description below for links to our blog for more info on this topic, along with a bunch of other cool stuff like case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you enjoyed the video. Thanks and happy ranking.